How to ship your products from China to your Amazon FBA warehouse. No matter in which country you are selling, USA, Canada, UK or any other country in the world where Amazon exists, if you are sourcing your products from China, which most of the people do, then this video is too much important for you, because in this video I'm going to share with you some valuable tips which can help you to ship your products from China to your Amazon FBA warehouse safely and in super efficient way, so you can save a lot of your money, time. And not only this, but I'm going to be answering some of the common questions, like if you are sending your products from any other country to your country, then who will be responsible to pay the duty on your country port, who will pay the taxes, and how you can actually safely send your inventory to the Amazon FBA warehouse. So let's see how we can do this step by step. So as you can see that this is my 1 week sales, and if I put the filter for past 1 year and click on apply, so you can see that this is my 1 year sales. You can see that throughout the year I got consistent sales, and my sales actually increased in December, which was Christmas season. So around 150k was the revenue, and the cool thing about this is that the PPC spend was very less for the lifetime. So basically I don't do any magic, I only use common sense and use some tips and tricks which I've already explained you in these videos. So if you also want to learn all of those tips, tricks and strategies, you can just go on my Amazon playlist on YouTube and learn all the tips for free just to get the revenue like this. Alright guys, so as you can see here, I'm on my laptop right now, and from here, from Amazon Seller Central, I'm going to show you how you can create your shipping plan and where you need to tell Amazon that from which country and from which address your shipment is coming to Amazon FBA warehouse, so Amazon will know in advance like how many cartons of your shipment is coming, from which country and from which address they are coming, and how many total units are there in your Amazon FBA shipment. So in order to do that, we first need to create a shipping plan. So for example, you can see that this t-shirt ruler is the product which is in front of me, and I want to send 300 units of this product from China to Amazon FBA warehouse. So for that, I first of all need to check this listing from here, and then I need to click on this drop down menu which says action on one selected, and when I click on that, I will be able to see some options here. So from there, I need to click on this third option, which is send and replenish inventory. So as soon as I click on this button, I will be able to see this screen. You can see that this is the shipment screen, and here I can see some steps, like you can see that step number 1, step number 2, 3 and so on. So here I need to basically tell Amazon like how many units are coming from China, how many total cartons are there, and how many units are there in one carton, and what is a ship from address. Then when I put all of the information here, Amazon will automatically allocate me a shipping address like ship to address, so my supplier or freight forwarder will know like on which Amazon FBA warehouse address they need to send that shipment, so it will be easy for them to send that shipment. So first of all, we need to fill this step number 1, which is ship from. You can see that there is already an address present, but this is a local USA address. But as you guys know that in this video, we are going to be shipping our shipment from China to USA. Then in that case, we need to click on ship from another address. And when I click on that address, so here basically I need to click on this add contact button, and then after clicking on that add contact button, I will be able to see this add new ship from address form. So basically at this stage, what you need to do is you need to ask from your supplier like what is their factory or warehouse address, and when you get that address along with the postal code and province and phone number, you need to basically fill out this form with that address. You can see that in the country you can just select China, and then in the company name you can just fill out your supplier factory name, and then here in full name you can just type your supplier name, and in the street address you can just paste the street address of your supplier, and just like that you have to fill all of the fields in this form like province, postal code, phone number and email address. And then after filling all of the information, you need to click on save and close. So by doing so, your supplier address will be added into your Amazon FBA Seller Central. So from the next time, if you are shipping your product from the same supplier, then you don't need to add that address manually again and again. You just need to click on change address, select your supplier address with their name, and then click on save and continue. So your supplier address will be automatically fetched from a database and you are good to go. So after adding and selecting your supplier address, then you need to fill out other information in that form regarding the number of units, number of cartons and so on. So let's close this box and move on to the next step, which is packaging details. So here you can see that my product is already there, and now we need to fill out these 3 fields like packaging details, information and quantity to send. So first of all, let's click on this drop down menu and see what are the available options there. So when I click on this drop down menu, you can see that I am having 2 options. Number 1 is individual units, and number 2 is create a new packaging template. So here at this stage, I need to click on create new packaging template, because in that template I need to put the information of one carton, the dimension and the weight of that one carton, and how many units are there in that one carton. For example, in this case, we need to send 300 units of my product, and let's suppose there are 50 units in one carton. So as per that calculation, if there are 50 units in one carton, that means we need to ship 6 cartons, then we will be able to send 300 units. So let's click on create new packaging template, and then after clicking there, we need to fill out this form and click on save and continue. So by doing that, we will be able to create a packaging template, and that template will be of 1 carton. And as you already know that we want to send 300 units, that means 6 carton. So after creating that template, we only need to select that template, and then we need to tell Amazon that we are sending 6 box of that template. So automatically it will calculate, and Amazon will know that we are sending 300 units. So let's give a name to this template like 50 units per carton. And then we need to select the template type, which is case pack, and unit per box is 50. And now here we need to add the box dimension in inches, which you can get from your supplier. Like if you don't know the dimension, you can just simply ask your supplier about the dimension and about the weight of 1 carton. So they will give you the packing list, and you just need to put those numbers from your packing list in this form. Like in my case, my carton is 10 inch by 15 inch by 12 inch, and the weight of that box in pounds is 15 pounds. So as soon as I fill out all of those values in this form, I can see this save button here. So let's click on the save button, and then after clicking on the save button, our packaging template has been created. So then we just need to click on that drop down menu again and select that template which we have just created, which is 50 units per carton. So as soon as I click on this template, you can see that Amazon is asking us how many boxes are there for that template. So as we already know that we are having 6 boxes, so as soon as I enter 6 here, so it will automatically fetch the units, which is 300. So now everything is done and we are ready to send. So as soon as I click on this ready to send button, Amazon will move me from step number 1 to step number 2. So let's click on ready to send, and then we need to click on confirm and continue. So after clicking on confirm and continue, you can see that I am on step number 2. And in step number 2, I just need to give them a date on which my supplier is gonna ship the product. So for that date, you need to ask your supplier. So right now, let's just select any date for the next Monday, like 29th of May. And then after selecting the date, you can see that I am having 2 shipping mode option available. Like number 1 is small parcel delivery, and number 2 is less than truckload. So if you are having less than 10 carton, you can just select SPD. But if you are having more carton like 20, 50 or hundreds, and you think that that is a full 1 truck load, and Amazon carrier might need pallets to store that inventory, then you can select LTL. But in this case, we can select SPD. So as you can see here in step number 2, I have just select date and select the shipping mode, then we are good to go. You can see that this is my ship from address, and this is a ship to address which Amazon has allocated to our shipment. You can see that this is the Amazon FBA warehouse address. So after filling all of this information, you need to go down, and here you need to fill in the carrier information, like either your carrier is Amazon partner carrier or non-Amazon partner carrier. So at this point, remember, if you are sending your inventory from any other country to your country, then you will not be able to see the UPS or Amazon FBA partner carrier option. Because Amazon partner carrier only work if you want to send your shipment from your house or from any other supplier warehouse within your country. So they can pick your parcel from your supplier warehouse in your country and send that parcel to Amazon FBA warehouse. But as in this case, we are doing cross-border shipment, then the only option available to us is non-Amazon partner carrier. So let's just select the carrier first, which is other, and on the mode of transportation, we can select ocean. So as soon as I fill out all of the information, I can see this accept charges button. So now in order to move to the last step, I just need to accept this button. So let's click on that. Great. So as soon as I click on accept button, I can see my shipment has been completed, and from here in step number 3, I can just print my box label, which is for 6 boxes. So in order to print those boxes label, I just need to click on this drop down menu, and from here I can just click thermal printing and then click on print. So as soon as I click on print button, you can see that I am able to see these 6 labels. You can see that these are 6 labels for 6 boxes, and these labels basically contain all of the information about boxes. Like you can see that here is a barcode, here is an Amazon FBA shipment ID, ship from address, ship to address, and number of units in 1 carton. So after generating and downloading these labels, you can just send these labels to your supplier so they can print out them and paste on all of those 6 carton and ship your product from their warehouse in China to Amazon FBA warehouse in USA or any other country you want. So now in the last, let me just tell you how you can actually save your money in sending your shipment from China to Amazon FBA warehouse. So in order to do that, you first need to understand 2 Incoterms of sending shipment from one country to another country. So in that case, the 2 main options available to you are FOB and DDP. So FOB means freight on board and DDP means delivered duty paid. So when you ask your supplier to send your shipment from their country to your country, so before giving you the quotation for shipment, they will ask you like which Incoterm you want to select, FOB or DDP. So remember, if you are having a big shipment, then FOB is good for you. But if you're having a small shipment like 10 cartons, 20 cartons or maybe 50 cartons and the weight of that shipment is not too much, then you need to select the DDP option, because DDP option means delivered duty paid, and in that shipment your supplier will be responsible or your shipping forwarder will be responsible to pay the tax and duties on your country port. Because if your inventory is less than the container, then your supplier will merge your inventory into their container in which there are some other inventories present there. So they will pay the duty for the whole container, and in that way you will be having a very less cost for the duty. So in a smaller shipment, if you select the FOB, then you will be responsible to pay a lot of duties at the port. So if you're having a small inventory and you go with my advice and select DDP, then you can actually save a lot of money. Alright, so right after watching this video, I hope you have a complete understanding of how you can actually ship your shipment from China to Amazon FBA warehouse in your country. So go there, follow my method and send your shipment easily. So that's it for today, guys. I hope you really enjoyed the video and learned something great from it. So if you find my content really informative and helpful for you, then make sure to like the video and subscribe the channel as well, so you can watch more and more videos like this in future. Let's meet in the next video. Till then, take care. Bye.